Alright, so today we're going to talk about how to remove the glass from a PVC window. This is something you have to do in case you need to mull your units together. If you have two fixed units, you might have to remove the glass in order to screw the frames together, or if you just have to replace the glass, or if you have to replace the window bead here. So the tools you're going to need for this, where it works well is like a 1-2 inch putty knife. Pretty flexible, and then maybe a couple of small little pry bars that are really skinny, and a small mallet. So what I do first is we're going to pick the longest run on your window, which in this case is the top and the bottom, and you start in the middle, and we'll try to loosen it up from the middle, and just kind of wedge in there a little bit, and see how we're starting to separate our window bead from the window sash, and you can kind of pry that up a little bit, and then once you get it started, you can come in with something a little more durable, like these small pry bars, and just continue working the window bead up from the groove that connects the two together. So I'm just going to continue this. And then you can just pull this piece right up and out. You'll see that it has these this channel right here, or the channel in here that connects, and so it clips right into place. So that's all we're disengaging it from. And we're going to do that on all four sides. Make sure you have your suction cups on the glass so that when you take the last ones out, you have hands on. So now we've got all the window beads off. You'll notice that there are shims all around the glass. These plastic shims, and the plastic shims keep the glass shimmed up and spaced out from the frame itself, from the sash. And so whenever you take the glass out, you need to pay attention to which color shims are at the bottom. That's the most important, so you can put those back in place. So usually what I do is I kind of tip it out from the top. Your shims will come out, your glass comes right out. So we're putting the glass back in. I've got the shims that I started with sitting at the bottom. That keeps the glass separated from the sash. And then as I put it in, I've got a shim on the side. I'm going to push the glass all the way over towards the shim, which gives me enough space on this side to get this shim in. It's a tight fit, but that's what holds the glass into place. It shouldn't be so tight that you're going to crack the glass or anything, but you can use a shim as a beater block. And when you're putting them back in, start with putting your shorter ones in first, because they're harder to bend into place. You'll see when you put the next one in, it's nice to have a little bit of bending action. So now you do the longer ones, and you'll see why it's important to have the short ones first, because now we need to flex a little bit. Flex it, get those corners in there. And then as you hammer it down, it'll push out on the corners,